Alright mga dude pare,
That's a mouthful.
Alright,
Suzuki.
take two, cut, take two. Alright mga dude pare, so Suzuki Auto Philippines invited us to go on a drive with the all-new Suzuki DZire Hybrid GLX to La Jolla Beach Resort. I hope I pronounced that right. And in this video, we get to unbox this feisty little sedan. Let's do this.
What's up guys, dude pare, this is Ju from Soju Cars. Please do check out my channel Soju Cars and also my other social media accounts. Thank you. Let's do this.
There you go. So I was just gonna ask you of Soju Cars to invite you guys to subscribe to this channel. So please subscribe to all of his platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Soju Cars mga dude pare. So subscribe, subscribe. And if you have a little time, subscribe to my channel as well. Wow, I think really I really got dark, no? Yeah, especially when I'm beside you, you're so white. Oh my god, you're like milk and coffee. But anyway mga dude pare, so let's go back to the Suzuki DZire GLX Hybrid or Hybrid GLX. So this vehicle was first unveiled in the 2025 Manila International Auto Show, and it comes in two variants. We have the base trim GL and this top spec GLX. And the price of the two pare, it's not really that big of a difference. You see, the DZire GL, the base trim, retails for 920,000 Philippine pesos, while this top spec GLX retails for 998,000 Philippine pesos. So that's around 68,000, tama? Yeah, so we have a 68,000 Philippine peso price difference. And mga dude pare, I am here to tell you that if you can afford it, or if you're going to go through financing anyway, might as well get the top spec trim, this GLX. Why? That's because you're getting so much for 68,000 pesos. I'm going to share them with you right now. See, if you get the DZire GLX, you are getting 15-inch alloy wheels. That's the first one. The base trim only has 14-inch steelies. Alright, we get steel rims with hubcaps in the base trim GL. This one, 15-inch alloy wheels. We also have LED headlights for the GLX trim. We also have a chrome belt line, and we also have LED DRLs and LED fog lamps. Alright, so the base model GL only has to make do with halogen headlights, which is also good, especially if you go for the aftermarket like Wally. Europa! Anyway, for the interior, this top spec GLX gets a larger infotainment screen at 9 inches versus the 7 inches of the GL. We have silver touches on the dashboard. We have an automatic air conditioning controls, and we also have a leather wrapped steering wheel. Plus, the audio system gets tweeters. You know, we get 6 speakers here, 4 speakers plus 2 tweeters versus just the 4 speakers of the base trim GL. So you're getting a lot for just an additional 68,000 Philippine pesos. So if you can afford it, mga dude pare, go for the top spec Suzuki DZire GLX Hybrid. Alright, so now let's talk about the top spec all-new Suzuki DZire Hybrid GLX. First up, the exterior. Well pare, we have an all-new front grille design here, and this top spec variant gets full LED lighting units. And when you check it out pare, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that is a very, very European design. In fact, it kind of reminds me of the front fascia of an Audi. You know, it looks like an Audi A1. We have that nice and sleek front grille there, plus when you pair it with that LED headlight unit, yeah, it really looks like an Audi and makes this vehicle look a little bit wider than it actually is. Now the top spec trim, as I said, comes with LED DRLs and LED fog lights, which completes the front fascia design of this, you know, of this cute little hybrid sedan. Now when you go over to the side of this Suzuki DZire GLX Hybrid or Hybrid GLX, you'll notice that yeah, we have 15-inch alloy wheels, which are, yeah, to be honest, it is a bit on the small side, especially in today's times, but you will thank Suzuki Auto Philippines for outfitting this vehicle with 15-inch wheels when the time comes that you have to change your tires. You see, 15-inch tires are more affordable than 17-inch tires, and of course more affordable than 18s, 19s, and even 20-inch tires. That's something that most people don't really see when they have to change tires after 4 or 5 years. But That's a good thing about this Suzuki DZire. Plus the fact that the car is on the small side, you know, it's a subcompact sedan, so 15-inch just about right. But if you want to upgrade those wheels to aftermarket wheels that are like 16s or 17s, pare, be my guest, you can do that. You can go ahead and do that. Now, another thing that I love about the side design is the rear quarter panel. This all-new DZire now has a smoother transition from the rear quarter panels all the way down to the rear area, you know, the butt of the car. It's smoother, it looks sleeker, it makes it look longer as well, which I like that. Now, some of you would be wondering what the mechanical bits of this car is. Well, it has the same budget mechanical bits as before. That means we have front disc brakes and we have drum brakes at the back. Plus, we also have a MacPherson front suspension and a torsion beam at the back, which is pretty much par for the course for most Japanese sedans at this price category. As far as ground clearance is concerned, though, it's at 145 millimeters, which I believe is the laden ground clearance. That means you have 4 passengers inside. It goes down to 145 millimeters. Because I know the previous DZire was like 165 millimeters. Yeah, so at 145, yes, that's probably the laden weight of the laden ground clearance of this vehicle. Yeah, in terms of the NVH, I'll talk to you more about that when we go over to the engine part, which is happening in 2 seconds. Alright, now when we go over to the engine side, well, that's the star of the show for this Suzuki DZire Hybrid GLX. We have a 1.2 liter Z series. This is not only the K series engine, we have the Z series 3-cylinder naturally aspirated gasoline engine, and it can put out 82 PS and 111 Newton meters of torque. We also have a 12-volt mild hybrid system here that's pretty similar to the Ertiga and the XL7 hybrids, and it's paired with a CVT transmission. Now, why do we have a CVT here versus the AGS from before? Well, this vehicle, mga dude, pare, is prioritizing
Efficiency.
Fuel efficiency to be exact. And with the AGS, is really more for the performance dudes out there like you and me. Yeah, so anyway, we still don't have word though, this being a hybrid vehicle, although it's a mild hybrid, we still don't have word if this will be accepted for number coding exemption as a mild hybrid. When we made this video, still no word on that, so you'll have to subscribe and wait for my full driving review video of the Suzuki DZire Hybrid GLX to know if this will be number coding accepted until the year 2030. Now, when it comes to the fuel consumption though, well, I don't have enough of an opportunity to really find out how much the fuel consumption is for this DZire Hybrid, but it should be a bit better, or even a lot better than the previous DZire with the AGS. And I was able to get 14 kilometers per liter in the city there, and around 22 kilometers per liter on the highway. So with this DZire having a mild hybrid system, this should have, well, a much better fuel consumption figure than the previous model with the AGS. Now, this being a 3-cylinder gasoline engine, of course, some of you will be concerned with the NVH. And I'm happy to report to you that ever since we left Manila, like almost a couple of hours ago, and we've been driving on the highway and on some potholed roads going up here to the highway in the city, mga dude, pare, the NVH is fantastic, you know. Now, granted, the vehicle only has around 100 kilometers worth of mileage now, so this is practically a brand new vehicle, but Suzuki Auto Philippines shared with us that they beefed up the front fender mounts, and they even put hydraulic mounts on this thing, plus they increased the sound deadening material on the dashboard area, and we can feel that. You know, we can feel that we're driving on the highway. It's nice and quiet here inside. You don't feel any vibrations coming from the 3-cylinder engine. That's also another thumbs up for me. But again, my full driving impressions of this car will come out when I do my in-depth car review of the Suzuki DZire GLX. There you go. What's that? Oh, we have a brochure here. Yeah, and it says there that yes, they did a lot of things to mitigate the noise and the vibrations that's normally associated with a 3-cylinder engine.
This is the green screen effect.
Yeah, I have a human green screen here. Now, when it comes to the cabin quality and the materials that they used here, well, this, my friends, is a very nice place to spend a lot of time in. Despite it being such a small vehicle, it's quite spacious, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, our shoulders are not really rubbing, so we got a good amount of space here inside up front. And I love the colorway that they did here. We have a three-dimensional colorway. We've got some wood grain there. We've got some leather pattern there. We've got some nice cream colored areas on the dashboard. And this top spec DZire GLX comes with a leather wrap steering wheel, so that's also a plus point for me. When it comes to the gauges, yeah, it's still a combination of analog and digital there, but you do have some of your hybrid system information here, right there in the middle of the track and the speedo. We also have a larger 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system here that has wireless Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto, and the image of our reverse camera. Now, speaking of the reverse camera and the rear parking sensors, the DZire Hybrid GLX also got a 5-star safety rating in the global NCAP, and it's the first Maruti Suzuki vehicle to achieve 5 stars in the global NCAP safety rating. So pare, that is a thumbs up for me. This is the safest Japanese sedan that you can buy in the price category today, because the other contenders, well, they only have dual airbags, but this Suzuki DZire comes with 6 airbags. 6! And mga dude pare, this applies not just on this top spec trim, but it also applies to the base trim. So the base model also gets all of the safety features of the top spec DZire GLX. Fantastic. We also have a standard cruise control here, so that's great when you're driving on the highway like where we are now, but I prefer a more engaged drive, so I'm not engaging the cruise control. But you got to try it kanina, diba? And how was it?
Oh, it's
Good,
easy
no?
to engage. Yeah,
Easy.
easy to engage, and then it keeps up with the speed. And yeah, just
That-
use it.
Yeah.
Practical.
Yes, mga dude pare. So that is yeah, that's the standard cruise control to make your drives on the highway a lot more relaxing. Now, some of you would be wondering what the trunk capacity is. Well, it's at 378 liters of luggage space, which is probably good enough for a large piece of luggage. Unfortunately though, the rear seats, the back seats don't really fold down, so if you have larger items, yeah, you may have to contact Lalamove or JNT Express or LBC, or maybe you can just borrow your mom or your dad's,
Or you got
minivan. Yeah, or get a pickup truck from your friend. Yeah, so that's one of the drawbacks of the Suzuki DZire Hybrid GLX. But again, some of the other competitors has that same thing, that you can't also open the back seat area. So, but at least you still have 378 liters of cargo space.
It's actually quite large.
It is quite large, yes. So that's all for today's video, guys. This is just a very quick unboxing video of the Suzuki DZire GLX Hybrid or Hybrid GLX while I'm driving this vehicle. It's also my very first time to drive this. So if you want to see my full in-depth car review video of this car, including my full driving impressions of the DZire, well pare, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, because I will be uploading that video very very soon in my channel. And also please help this dude out. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Help me get that silver play button, mga dude pare. And also subscribe to Soju Cars. It's very close to the gold play button. Yeah, something like 900 something thousand na lang to go. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. We are now going to enjoy the drive with the Suzuki DZire Hybrid GLX. See you in my next video. Bye bye.